Hello, guys. Hello, my name is Noura al-Masri. I am here again on another Thursday to talk about taxes to help you start being in compliance. To be in you need to be in compliance with the IRS, with your state, and to really save in taxes and grow your business. So again, today we're going to talk about S Corp. Since S Corp filing, if extended S Corp return will be due on September 15 of every year if you have done an extension. So I thought this is a good time to talk about it again to let you know about common mistake a lot of people do when they are filing S Corp return. So I'm going to go over five mistakes S Corp owners do when filing. Well, there's a lot of mistakes S Corp owner does, but in terms of filing their tax returns every year, this is the mistakes I'm going to be addressing today. Mistake number one is not filing if you do not have activities. So technically, I hear a lot from people, oh, when I ask them, like, did you file for your return last year? They say, oh no, yes, last year I did not have any activities. I wasn't doing anything. I was preparing for work. So, okay, when I ask, did you have expenses? They say, yeah, I did have some expenses. Some people say, no, I didn't have any expenses. So having expenses is not factor of you have to file or not. Having a business as an S Corp is a must. So any business, technically, not just S Corp, but since we're talking about S Corp today, having a business, S Corp business, that triggers filing requirements, an annual filing requirement, regardless if you have that business active or if you do not have it active. You still have to file your tax return. Period. So even if you ask someone who does taxes and they tell you, oh, you didn't have activity, you don't have to file your business. No, you do. You do have to file your business tax return. Every single year, the year that you register your business. So the first mistake, like I said, not filing every year for your S corporation. Now, the second mistake is not having an accurate bookkeeping. In general, in business, you need to have bookkeeping. That's a compliance requirement. But you need to have it even more when you have an S corporation, because you now have to have shareholders account. You need to have loaner account for shareholders. You need to track the basis for each shareholders. You need to be on salary, so you need to track that. You need to run payroll. So you need to have an accurate balance sheet and profit and loss. And I don't want to tell you how many times I've seen balance sheets that do not look like balance sheets. And for example, balance sheets should really have your assets, your liabilities, and your equity. That's what balance sheet is. Some people would have an expense account in the balance sheets, which means something like marketing, something like miscellaneous account that's like your expensing or travel or anything in the balance sheet. And that is wrong. You should not have that on the balance sheets. So when you have that, that tells me whoever you are using did not know the basic of accounting, even if they are doing your books. So in order to have an accurate tax return, really, you need to use someone who knows how to do bookkeeping. And that is critical, especially when you have an S Corp. Number 3, you forgot to include all income or all expenses. And if you want to really make sure you do not forget anything, you need to be doing bookkeeping. That is a must. So if you do not have bookkeeping, guaranteed you will forget to include all income and expenses. On this point also, you do not take depreciation for your assets, or you do not categorize your assets correctly. For example, if you have a car for your business, I've seen a lot of people, they don't have that recorded as an asset. They don't take depreciation accordingly. If you are a medical spa, for example, or a medical office, and you have equipment, if you do not do proper bookkeeping, you're not going to reflect a good tax return. Having a business should help you a lot with your tax liability if you are doing the right thing. But if you do not do the right thing, then you're going to end up paying a lot in taxes while trying to save on hiring a tax professional. So make sure you really take your time to hire the right tax professional, the right bookkeeper, the right accountant, in order to make sure you are taking all the depreciation, you are recording your assets properly. Number 4, waiting until the last minute. You are waiting and waiting, thinking you have time. And you hear me and other people saying, hey, your taxes due on March 15, or if you did an extension, it's due on September 15, but you keep waiting and waiting and not do anything until the last minute. And then when you go to your accountant, you don't have the proper information. And most people, what they do, they just take the information you give them and they file your taxes with it, which is turn out your taxes are all wrong. You have to come earlier. You have to start preparing for your taxes, for example, for 2025 now, at this minute. You should plan, make sure you have your bookkeeping, make sure you have all your record, you are in contact with your accountant to be ready for filing before March 15. And if you did an extension, that's okay, but you don't have to wait until September 15 to file. You should be getting ready and file as soon as possible. Don't wait until the last minute. I know a lot of business owners, they make an extension to September 15. I used to be that one, even though I tell you not. But this is finally the first year I don't have to do an extension. And I want you to get there too. So I want you to get there too. I want you to really file on time. And if you have to do an extension, that will be for a reason that is not, you are not prepared. Maybe you're waiting for something to arrive. Maybe you are waiting for that for some tax planning purposes, not because you're not ready. So being ahead of time is very important. So these are the most common mistakes that people do. So I hope that you avoid these mistakes. And if you did not file your tax returns yet, whether it's for S Corp, partnership, LLC, C corporation, or your personal return, or your nonprofits, make sure you connect with your accountant now. You don't have an accountant or you're thinking of changing accountant, feel free to book a call with me at Noura's Books. Let me get you that link so you guys can see nourasbooks.com/contact. And Noura is written as NOURASBOOKS.com/contact. That's where you can book a call with me, or you can call my office at 312-741-1978. 741-1978. All right. This is Noura Al-Masri, tax and accounting professional. I'm here to help you save on taxes, stop overpaying on taxes, and stay in compliance with the IRS and file on time. Talk to you soon.